Welcome everyone to another episode of Comic Movie Marks. My name is Matt, and I am one half of the Movie Marks. Next to me is the most annoying sound in the world, my co-host Shane.
Mark, yeah, ing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right meow. We're gonna bring you our top 6 favorite comedies. Join us in our trip into memory lane. These are the movies that made us look like retards humping a doorknob and brought a non-stop smile to our immature faces. A toll's a toll.
And a roll is a roll.
And find out which one makes you horny, baby. This is our top 6 favorite comedies. Bumblebee Tuna? Bumblebee Tuna.
Your balls are showing.
That's right. This is our top 6 favorite comedies. And that's right, favorite.
Yes.
Not best.
Disclaimer right there.
Favorite. This is 2 idiots in a room. Favorite list of comedies. So they're going to be all over the place, different things. Well, some of us all over the place. Some of us might be a very linear line.
Yeah, very predictable.
This is our YouTube exclusive list. This is going to be a shorter version. If you want to hear our longer, more detailed, funnier version on our podcast at Comic Movie March. Check it out on iTunes or any supported podcast app on Android like Podcast Republic.
Yep, listen to it.
All right, so we're going to burn right through these and we're going to play some quotes and then that's it.
Yep.
And here we go.
All right, so kind of jumping into honorable mentions. I couldn't come up with any. There's just way too many great comedies. I sort of had different categories of what I consider humor. Pothead humor, super bad.
McLovin? McLovin? What kind of a stupid name is that, Fogel? What, are you trying to be an Irish R&B singer?
21 Jump Street. This Is the End. I even kind of threw Hangover in there. I'm not even a pothead. I find these hilarious. I wanted them to make my list. Just didn't quite crack it. I have different, more raunchy humor. American Pie, 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's what I would consider more raunchy humor, I guess. Even Adam Sandler ones, Waterboy, Billy Madison. Didn't quite crack it, but you know, they were up there for me. Kind of bounced around.
So I have 3 honorable mentions, and one was Office Space. Another classic, just a movie that was made. I don't even work in an office, and it's funny to me. Austin Powers 1. I watched that when I was younger with my brother. It's fantastic. It made me laugh when I was a kid. It makes me laugh even more now. Just some fucking genius shit in that movie. And then my third one is Basketball.
Hoops on third with 2 down, and that brings up Squeak Scolari.
Oh, God, I knew it was going to come down to me. I just knew it.
Relax, dude. It's not just you. We're a team.
And it all comes down to just one man.
Oh, God.
Listen to me, dude. If I could have one guy out there right now, one guy, it'd be you.
Unfortunately, that one man is Squeak Scolari.
Oh, shit.
Listen, pretend this is just another game.
This Denslow Cup is, of course, the biggest game of the season.
Oh, Christ.
Will you turn that shit off?
I'm so scared, man. Like,
Listen to me, you little bitch. You either go out there and make that shot, or I'm gonna shove your head so far up your fucking ass, you have to wear yourself as a hat.
And in the dugout, Doug Reamer giving his teammates some last-minute encouragement.
Ah! Ah! Now go out there and make that shot.
Which a lot of people have not seen, and that movie is fucking great.
Yeah, fantastic movie.
See that one.
Great nostalgia.
See that one. It's fantastic. Basketball, and it's done by the South Park creators. Check that one out.
Yeah.
So now let's get into our top 6 list.
Okay, so number 6 for me, National Security. It's a Martin Lawrence movie that kind of flew under the radar a little bit.
So you the suspect, man? What you do?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, so you could have robbed a bank, mugged an old lady, said something about my mama?
Just chase me, smart mouth.
Okay, Mr. White Bank Robber.
Came out in the early 2000s. It's hilarious. It kind of has backwards racial comedy, I guess. It's more racist towards white people, and it's hilarious. It's fantastic. Definitely check it out. Again, it kind of flew under the radar, but it's awesome.
My number 6 is Dumb and Dumber.
That's it. I've had it with this dump. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Movie filled with endless quotes.
Yeah.
This movie will hold up forever, I think for a long time anyway, because it just has nothing but quotes. And as long as kids like us who grew up that watched it are still quoting it to this day, has great stories, has great moments in it. that just fill up your day.
Yeah.
And I love that movie.
Number 5 for me is Ted from 2012.
Ted! I'm alive, Johnny! Oh my God! I'm alive! Your magic always worked! You're back! Yeah, I mean, you know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever? Nah, I'm just kidding you. I thought it'd be funny if you thought I was fucking retarded. You asshole! Come here, you bastard!
Who doesn't love a teddy bear doing adult things, having adult humor, having sex in the back of a grocery store?
Stick your finger in the loop of my tag.
You had sexual intercourse with a coworker on top of the produce that we sell to the public.
I fucked her with a parsnip last week, and I sold the parsnip to a family with 4 small children.
That took guts. We need guts.
Cussing, fucking,
Yeah.
cussing, hanging out with hookers,
Smoking pot. Yeah, it's great.
Every kid's dream for his teddy bear to do.
Yep.
My number 5 is the water boy. He got a wooden spoon.
Moron! Duh! Look at me! I'm the water boy, duh! I got a wooden spoon, duh!
Smell like you could use a shower, Stinky.
You're fired!
Stop making fun of me.
Wow. Damn. Izquierdo.
I fucking love this movie. There's nothing. This once again, it just has so many quotes. It just builds up, and it's another one of those movies that just feels nonstop throughout the whole. There's not a part to relax in that movie at all. It's just nonstop jokes. Best Adam Sandler movie. He's fallen off in the last 10 to 12, 15, 20 years, and so he's fallen off a little bit.
Every character in that movie has great scenes, great lines. It's fantastic.
Yeah, even the dickhead coach is funny. The regular coach is hilarious. It's great. I love that movie. Check it out if you have not seen it. All right, Shane, what's your number 4?
All right, so number 4 for me is from Jim Carrey, 1997, Liar Liar.
What's your problem, schmuck? I'm an inconsiderate prick!
You know why I pulled you over?
Depends on how long you were following me.
Why don't we just take it from the top?
Here goes. I sped. I followed too closely. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes in the intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding.
Is that all?
No. I have unpaid parking tickets. Be gentle.
This was just a great movie, a great performance by Jim Carrey. He's a unique comedian with different mannerisms, and he shows it off in this. And only he could pull this off, I feel like.
This one's a unique one for me because it's funny, it's hilarious, it has all the Jim Carrey comedy, and it actually has a more serious tone to it as well. A guy trying to be a good dad for his kid and stuff, and
better storyline. Yeah,
and it has a great storyline behind it, and it's just fucking hilarious too. The moments in this movie with the pen.
The color of this pen is the color of this pen is the color of the pen that I hold in my hand is
And then the other part is where he's interrogating his own witness, and they're bitching at him that he's badgering his own witness. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's great. It's very well done. He's kicking his own ass.
Yeah, exactly. And then describes himself.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, man. It's timeless.
A desperate fool.
At the end of his own rope or something like that. So great.
All right. My number 4 is Super Troopers.
But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really. Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks? You mean Shenanigans? No! You're talking about Shenanigans, right? Put those away!
Now, this is a movie that I don't think that many people have seen. It's kind of under the cult classic line of movies, but I think it's great. I love this movie because it just has these great games, and you could just see highway patrolmen that just have nothing better to do in these backward-ass towns and shit.
Right.
Just fucking around like this. Now, this ain't funny here, meow, and just doing shit like that.
Yeah, counting how many times he says it.
Yeah, counting how many times he says meow.
Sorry about that.
All right, meow. Hand over your license and registration. Your registration? Hurry up, meow.
Sorry.
Is there something funny here, boy?
No.
Well, then why are you laughing, Mr. Larry Johnson? All right, meow, where were we?
I'm sorry, are you saying meow?
Am I saying meow?
I thought...
Don't think, boy. Meow, do you know how fast you were going? Meow, what is so damn funny?
I could have sworn you said meow.
Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Am I jumping around all nimbly-bimbly from tree to tree?
No.
Am I drinking milk from a saucer? No. Well, do you see me eating mice? Now, you stop laughing right now.
Yes, sir.
Meow, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket on this.
But...
No buts, Meow. That's the law. Not so funny, Meow, is it? Meow.
The one fat guy that's the obnoxious guy that works with him that no one likes. He's like, I'll call him a chicken fucker for $20. He just goes up there, license and registration. Chicken fucker. just beats the shit out of the kid in the burger place, and just because he wants a liter of cola. What's a liter of cola? It's French for give me some goddamn cola. It's fucking great. If you haven't seen that one, check out Super Troopers.
All right, my number 3 is Robin Hood Men in Tights.
We're men in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights. We're men in tights. We run from the rich and give to the poor, that's right. We may look like sissies, but what would you say, or else we'll put out your lights. We're men in tights. Always on guard, defending the people's rights.
Great Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah.
Another one that not a whole lot of people remember from Mel Brooks, but it also had Dave Chappelle in it as a Chew.
Bless you.
A chew?
Bless you!
Man, I hope someone's getting a video of this thing.
No, that's my name, man.
Abe Lincoln?
No, man, I said, hey, Blinken.
Fucking love that movie. I'm on the west side. I'm on the east side. This ain't necessarily the Mississippi.
Yeah. It's not the point. It's the principle of the thing. It just has some great one-liners. I may have to watch that movie soon. Just check it out. Again, flew under the radar. All of these movies, don't watch them on TV. This one in particular, for whatever reason, shows up on ABC Family. Don't watch it. It's butchered.
Yeah, I watched
save the time.
Waterboy. It got butchered. It made me think the movie was rated R because of how much it got butchered on TV.
Right.
Because it was very poorly done.
They cut out stupid parts that shouldn't be cut out.
Yeah, and so it's a great thing to watch them on either DVD, VHS, or find them on Amazon somehow. Whatever you can do, watch them. Don't watch them on TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my number 3 is Hangover, the first one.
Do you have to park so close?
Yeah, what's wrong?
You shouldn't be here.
Why is that, Alan?
I'm not supposed to be within 200 feet of a school.
What?
Or Chuck E. Cheese.
The other two are garbage, but the first one is fantastic. What they do in this movie with Zach Galifianakis.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
Let the dogs out. You know, like, who let the dogs out? Who?
Who brought this guy along?
Yes, Alan, we are ready to let the dogs out. Hey, congrats.
Thank you.
It's just fantastic. Even
Yeah.
though I'm pretty sure that's how most kids are nowadays. That was a joke back then.
Yeah, exactly.
But now that's how people are. So I've seen a couple of it. I've seen some of it, actually. So, fuck, man, that movie's great. And even the little tiny kind of makeshift twist ending. Like, you don't actually know that he's up on the roof. I think that's fantastic. And I kind of ruined it for you if you have not seen it.
Yeah.
So try to figure that one out if you haven't seen it.
Exactly. It's a great concept to a story, though.
Oh, yeah.
And such a standout movie on its own. Unfortunately, they went back to the well one too many times and made it a trilogy.
Yeah, a trilogy. Once again, and I also want to point this out, anybody that thinks our list is a little weird or something like that, you try to sit down and think of the 6 best comedies, or your favorite comedies, that you could sit on an island and watch yourself forever.
Yeah.
Just imagine you're trapped on an island and that you're stuck with watching these 6 movies.
And over again that are still funny. And so comment below, let us know what your 6 are, and also let us know how fucking long it took you, because it took me a long time.
Yeah, this process has been in 3 weeks in the making, maybe more. Because I remember when I first sent you this email about this idea, where I had 12 movies on my list,
right?
And it just was endless. Like We're the Millers, Dodgeball. I mean, there was endless list of fucking Scary Movie 1,
right?
Fuck, and Scary Movie 1 is another movie that's just so quotable, but none of those were able to make our list or even our honorable mentions.
Right?
And this was hard. This was a really hard list to
to
do. So you just got to sit down and think about the movies that are these are the ones I would love to watch. And these are, I could watch these
endless
forever.
to you. Yeah, absolutely. My number 2, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
He said, sorry, white devil, but he must kill you now.
Yeah. I'll have you know I have the reflexes of a cat and the speed of a mongoose. Throw it. I dare ya. Don't just stand there! Throw me a spear!
The second one, I love the first one as well. And I actually, when I first watched this, it came out in 1995. I guess I was too immature for it or something, even though it's immature humor, because I hated the second one. And as I've gotten older, it's so awesome. It's endless. It's timeless for me. I can watch this over and over again, notice new things, and there are even things in my personal life when I first met my wife, and I recorded the long alrighty then.
What is it the Wachatis possess that is of great value to other men, besides the princess with the amazing rack?
Alrighty then.
As my voicemail, because it was so hilarious.
Remember we sat there and set that up. I forgot all about that. We set that up. Even what did the Wachatis possess besides the princess with the amazing rack? Oh, and that was his voicemail.
Yeah,
fucking long as shit.
People would not leave me messages.
I think that was the point. It's more for fun than anything.
Exactly.
Earthquake test.
He's good. With my help, he could be the best. It just has some great lines, great scenes. It couldn't go anywhere other than my number 2.
Oh, yeah. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, to me, it's a balance. I don't know. I like the first one a little bit more. Maybe just because it's a little bit better story.
Yeah, it's a way better story.
yeah. But it to me, the first one also, and it didn't even make my list, which was another hard part.
Yeah.
Fucking A. This list is impossible.
It didn't make either one of ours. I'm kind of disappointed in that.
I don't know. You got enough Jim Carrey movies to cover us. So I think we're solid.
Spoiler!
But once again, the first one was awesome when he's beating up the mascot. You just cost me $25,000, Polly. Blow me. Fucking just starts beating the shit out of him.
Crap out of him, and then the best part is like the humanitarian lover of all animals,
Mr. Ace. And he's just showing fist up about to punch this guy.
So awesome.
Fantastic. Okay, my number 2 is Airplane.
Both pilots.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Doctor, I've checked everyone. Mr. Stryker's the only one.
What flying experience have you had?
I flew single-engine fighters in the Air Force, but this plane has 4 engines. It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
A movie made in the 80s. I don't know if that many people have seen because it's a little bit of an older movie. So any young kids out there that are listening to this, check out Airplane. It's a movie that will never be made, never remade, because the comedy in it is very, very raunchy and it's very racist. It's got some racial shit in it, and it just tears everybody apart and just makes fun of everything.
Can I get you something?
Your mofo butter laying me to the bone, jacking me up. Tight me.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama didn't raise no dummies. I duck a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say cutting when you say these doing everything.
Chomp don't want to help. Chomp don't get the help.
Say can't hang. Say 7 Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains anyhow.
When we were watching the clips before recording, it's fucking hilarious. I'm definitely going to have to check it out. I've never seen it before. I've heard of it, but it looks awesome.
A lot of the quotes that you've ever heard before are from that movie.
Right. That was the surprising thing to me is I've heard a lot of the quotes, and then I'm like, wait, I didn't know that it came from that movie.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Like, just shit like that.
Exactly.
He's like, we need to get this woman to a hospital. A hospital? What's that? It's a big building with windows in it. But that's not important right now. Yeah. It's shit like that. It's just fucking hilarious. You got the jive talking black guys that's just like super racist.
You'd better tell the captain we've got to land as soon as we can. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Tell the captain I must speak to him.
Certainly.
And you just got all these mixes of things. You got the guy from the 90s Unsolved Mysteries TV show beating the shit out of all the religious guys in the airport that are trying to get him to turn. It's fucking great. It's an awesome movie. Check that one out. Airplane 2 is not as funny. It's kind of a weird premise. Didn't hold up as well. But Airplane 1, definitely check out.
All right. So, drum roll, please. My number 1 is, shocker, a Jeff Daniels movie.
Hell yeah.
No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
Yeah! Killer boots, man! Pull your vehicle to the side of the road!
Dumb and Dumber.
Jeff Daniels was the main star of that movie.
Yeah, exactly. He was the smarter one.
Yeah, he was.
He was dumb.
He was the dumb.
Yeah. But this movie, for me, still holds true. I still laugh at it every single time. I anticipate the funny parts as they're building up. This has great extended scenes. You have to check those out if you haven't. There's a hot tub scene that's extended. It's fucking hilarious. And I actually travel to Colorado 3 times a year. And I think that's also why I enjoy this movie so much.
Huh. I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man.
Everything about that movie, it's non-stop funny. There's no point where that movie slows down.
Yeah.
It's just constant jokes throughout the whole movie. When the chick and the guy are walking by and they're in Aspen and they turn around, he's like, "Look at the ass on that." Yeah, he must work out. And just shit like that. And just all the quotes throughout this whole movie when they're doing the mockingbird scene. Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, and then when they have the Mexicans in the back, mock. See.
I completely forgot about that.
It's fucking fantastic. That movie's full of quotes. It's full of great moments. If you have not checked out Dumb and Dumber for some reason,
it is a stupid dumb movie, but it's so funny,
and it's got some twists to it. It's got some. It just has these weird points that you just would never expect.
Right.
When the cop's yelling at him, "Pull over," and he's just like, "No, it's a cardigan." Thanks for noticing.
Nice boots.
It's just weird shit like that. It's nonstop. Everything with that movie. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels just take that movie and make it their own.
Yeah, to the next level. When I was at least coming up with this, I knew it had to be my number one. I love that movie. So funny. I can watch it over and over again.
And now my number one, shocking to anybody that knows me, is South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Okay, children, let's start the day with a few new math problems. What is 5 times 2? Come on, children, don't be shy. Just give it your best shot. Yes, Clyde?
12.
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from someone who's not a complete retard. Anyone? Come on, don't be shy.
I think I know the answer, Mr. Garrison. Shut up, fat boy! Hey, don't call me fat, you fucking Jew!
Eric, did you just say the F word?
Jew? No, he's talking about fuck. You can't say fuck in school, you fucking fat ass.
Kyle!
Why the fuck not?
Eric!
Dude, you just said fuck again.
Stanley!
Who?
Kenny!
What's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck.
How would you like to go see the school counselor?
How would you like to suck my balls?
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was... How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison?
I love South Park. It's a fucking huge part of my life. I love that movie. I love that show. The social commentary in that movie about language is just great, which means even more nowadays because people are starting to become more PC.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, here with a special report is a midget in a bikini.
Thanks, Tom. It appears that the effects of the Canadian comedy are far-reaching indeed. All over America, children seem to be influenced, like at the spelling bee in Washington.
All right, this is for the silver medal, spell forensics.
Oh, fuck that. Why should I fucking have to spell forensics? Yeah! Here you go. SUCKMYASS. Forensics.
And it's just, language is starting to become more of a big deal again.
Yeah.
Remember, it was lightening up a little bit.
Right.
And now it's starting to become, again, that movie, I feel like that movie should be just redone again.
Yeah.
And just put back out there again.
Ahead of its time.
And it's just, well, it was the right time, but then just, we all got over it, and then we all came back to it again for some reason. It just seems to be this weird thing that people do. But that movie, I don't even like musicals. I hate singing in fucking movies in general.
Feel the need to run for though you die. Life is falsely fun. Brave Canada! Brave Canada! Because the country's gonna ride. Tomorrow night these bricks will cry!
There's so much room where babies bark and flowers bloom. Tomorrow night up there is doomed, and so I will be going soon.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Paka! You're a bona fide bastard, Uncle Paka! Looks like we may be out of luck. Tomorrow night we're pretty fucked. Why did our mother start this war? What the fuck are they fighting for? When did this song become a marathon?
But god damn, that whole movie is almost half of that movie is a musical.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious.
It is. I'm not a huge South Park guy. I've watched a little bit of it, but this movie, I think probably because of the musicals, as certain things have stuck into my mind. I have seen this one, and they are hilarious, and I still use them to this day.
They got nominated for a fucking Emmy with the Blame Canada one. Oh, check that one out.
That's awesome.
Check that out, where they went to the Emmys or whatever in dresses because they were high on.
I did not know that.
High on mushrooms.
Shocker.
Or something. They were high on something, and they decided to wear dresses that these famous actresses wore.
Wow.
So they were in these fucking nice, like, very exposing dresses, and they were, like, way high, and they're talking about, like, halfway through, they realized, like, oh, shit, I hope we don't win. Because we don't want to go up there stumbling in these dresses, because now the high is wearing off. And so it's
that's awesome.
And listening to them just talk about this movie is a great part. Hearing them talk about working with Paramount and the MPAA, where the MPAA would send them back like, hey, you guys need to fix this, you need to fix that to make it an rated R because it was NC-17. Where they would, MPA would work with Paramount, like, oh, you need to change this, you need to change that, keep it rated R. And they would actually come back and like, oh yeah, fuckers, well here's this. And they would make it worse, but yet somehow they got the R rating.
Right.
Shows how inconsistent the MPAA
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
So I thought it was a great movie. Bunch of quotes, a bunch of random songs about Brian Boitano. Look that guy up.
Yeah, no idea.
Then you got the famous Uncle Fucker. Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. Biggest bitch in the whole wide world. The Uncle Fucker song is fantastic.
Go on Amazon and buy the soundtrack.
Yeah, the Blaine Canada one is what they won the Emmy for. Or they didn't win the Emmy. They
Right,
lost
they're
to like
nominated.
Phil Collins or some shit.
Well, if it's going to lose to anybody, it might as well be Phil Collins.
I think that's what they said. But it's a great movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. The gay fucking Satan is awesome with Saddam Hussein. The whole premise of the movie is fucking ridiculous. Awesome. Check out South Park.
So let's strategize. Map! Our sources have told us that the Canadians are preparing for our invasion, so we must use caution. Each battalion has a specific code name and mission. Battalion 5, raise your hands. You will be the all-important first attack wave, which we will call Operation Human Shield.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now keep in mind, Operation Human Shield will suffer heavy losses. Battalion 14... Right, you are Operation Get Behind the Darkies. You will follow Battalion 5 here, and try not to get killed, for God's sake. Are there any questions, men? Yes, soldier.
Have you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation?
I don't listen to hip-hop. After that, we will march into the heart of Canada, and we will... Oh, what's wrong with this thing? It's fucking Windows 98. Get Bill Gates in here. You told us Windows 98 would be faster and more efficient with better access to the internet.
It is faster, over 5 million.
Thanks again to everybody that watched us stumble through our top 6 favorite comedies. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and share this video. If you want to hear our extended version, please check out our podcast at Comic Movie Marks on iTunes or any app that supports podcasts on Android, like Podcast Republic.
Check us out on all social media. We are at Comic Movie Marks on Facebook, Twitter, and the Instagram.
Check out our Instagram, and we'll have all our football picks up there for the whole 2016-2017 season. We'll pick winners and losers and see who turns out to have the worst score.
Exactly.
We're both Will. You can play along with us.
It's going to be two idiots picking our teams.
Yeah, and I'm going to lose every week because I pick the Chargers. So you might win a couple.
Maybe. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your favorite comedies list.
Maybe I'll give you a call sometime.
Is your number still 911?
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then.